Happy New Year. I hope yours is going better than mine. I was literally hit by a car. I mean, not me. I was in my car. I was in a car getting hit by another car. Uh, so that was fun. Spun out into the little, what are they called? Ditch. Ditch. So that was fun. Got hit. I was going probably about 15. They were going about 35. So that sucked. But I'm okay. They're okay.
I'm on TV. Oh shit! First cops, now this. Oh man, I'm be a star, son. I mean, it was like bang.
How close were you to the victim?
Real close.
Today, we're gonna do a review. We're gonna do one of my favorite albums of all times, and it's from a little band called Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties. Aaron West is a band that's, well, technically it's kind of a solo project, but not really a solo project because he also has a solo project. But it's from the great mind of one Dan Soupy Campbell from the Wonder Years, which, if you know anything about me, the Wonder Years is one of my favorite bands of all time. I remember when this album came out. It came at a very good time in my life. I very much needed an album like this, and it also got me into bands like the Mountain Goats, because there was a cover at the end on the CD of Going to Georgia, which led me down a rabbit hole of the Mountain Goats, which hopefully, I think they'll probably end up on this channel too. But I'm gonna cheat. I got some notes. I didn't write a script yet, but I got notes. Progress. We actually wrote something. So he defines it as a character study conducted through music, which I think fits very much well. It is the story of a guy who essentially is going through a divorce, and his father has died, and there's a bunch of just stuff adding and piling on to his stuff that culminates in him quite literally running away from everything. And it's kind of that story. And it's interesting because it goes from very much I'm sad, lonely, and all these things keep happening to me to, I think by the end, at least a bitter sense of hope. So he essentially goes from their hometown of, I think, New York, and he goes to Carolina. He goes to Carolina, which the last song on the album that's not a cover, which is Carolina Coast. I think that's one of my favorite songs. Like, that is one of the saddestly hopeful songs I think I've ever heard. And one of my favorite lines is, there's a boat fighting tide, all banged up but alive. Like, oh, that's such a good lyric. Jesus. Like, that's one thing about Soupy, is he's very good at capturing emotions and feelings in everyday life. And the thing that's cool about this project is he gets away from himself. It's not about him necessarily. He takes on a character. And I've seen them live as Aaron West in the Roaring Twenties, and the thing that's cool is he kind of stays in character. Like, because I'm a nerd, I'm pretty sure I paid extra to be able to, like, get a signed poster and shit. And this one, he was in character but not in character. It was interesting because you kind of got to see the artist behind it when he was signing the posters and stuff, but once he was on stage, it was completely told from the point of view of essentially Aaron West. And that's a very interesting concept for me. I really did that. Let's see. Again, we got notes. Look at us go. For me, this one just feels a lot of a nostalgia. It hit at a very important time in my life when I was kind of alone. I didn't really have anyone, and I was going through like a breakup, and ironically enough, I was doing a lot of traveling because I had lost my apartment. So I ended up going from where I was living through Oregon down to California, and ironically enough, I saw the Wonder Years consistently during that time. They were on tour for, I think, The Greatest Generation. I could get my timeline wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's The Greatest Generation. I ended up seeing them like 4 or 5 times. once in Washington, I think once in Oregon, and then in California, and then again in Las Vegas, which is kind of where I ended up staying for a little bit, which that's my home. I had a couple friends who knew what I was going through, and they're like, "No, you're staying here. You're not going." Which, thanks if you're watching. You're probably not, but it's fine. But he's very good at taking an everyday life and finding meaning in it, and I think almost all these songs are a testament to that. But he's just a really good songwriter, and you can definitely hear a lot of the Mountain Goats influence more so in this, in the sense that he is telling you a story that's not necessarily pretty, and nobody's necessarily the good guy. There's no I'm right, you're wrong. There's just, here's my side, here's your side. And I think to take a character and add this world and be able to create these connections, I think is a testament to Dan's writing, his songwriting ability. And I think, if I remember right, this was the first time he had gotten away from the Wonder Years and done something by himself. And it was interesting to see what he would do if it was just him. And you get some saxophones in this. You get a lot of the, I guess, more acoustic, lo-fi inspired tunes, but it's also a very big production. And you can definitely hear that in the beginning of the album. I should probably know what the name of the song is. I'm drawing a blank. I know the name. Anyways, the first song. It's the first song on my album. And it goes with just him and acoustic. And then it jumps into a full band. And that is a lot of the record. It slows down, but then it speeds up. And it gives you a little bit of everything. And it shows you a little bit of variety in the emotions. And it's not just, oh no, she left me. It's also like, I'm seeing problems in myself. I'm seeing these things that are consistent in my life that theoretically need to be looked at. And it's interesting to kind of have a breakup album that's not about the relationship itself, but rather the person and where he is at in his life, and how he kind of clings to the idea of that while slowly letting go throughout the album. This one, I like I said, I've listened to 1,000 times. I love this album. I'm going to give it a rating, or I'm going to do a new rating system. We're going to do coffees. I don't know why I'm doing coffees, but I'm doing coffees. I'm going to give it 4.5 coffees out of 5. That feels like a very good rating to me, because this is one that I think you should check out. It's worth it. It's worth the full listen, and you also get a little Mountain Goats cover at the end, so that's awesome. So if you've heard the album, tell me what you think. Did you like it? I'm hoping to go into further albums from Aaron West, because, to be honest, other than a couple singles, this is the only album I've listened to in its entirety, which is why I wanted to start here, because I do want to review the other ones and just see what I think and see how the story progresses. And I do know, like, from some of the singles where it kind of goes, but yeah, so tell me what you think, and if you have some bands that you would want to recommend, throw them in the comments. I would love to get some stuff that's not completely on my radar. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and Happy New Year. Hopefully next week I'm not hit by a fucking car again. Bye.
Sir, can I get a word with you? Sir.
You got a lot of nerve coming here. I'm just trying to do my job. Get the camera off me.
No,
now.
Kenny, keep rolling. Keep rolling, Kenny.
I'm gonna slice your head off
Sweet
and shove it at the
Jesus.
desk. Get the camera off me.